Why is there a giant 64 right here in the middle of the Mojave Desert off of the I-15? Well, we're going to explore that today. So I'm here with my niece, who is 8. Her name is Aspen, and we are going to go explore the sculpture park and see what we can learn about freedom. Shall we go?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Welcome back to another episode of Jason's Life in 5. I am here in Southern California. You can see right behind me is Interstate 15, right outside of Barstow or Yermo, California, on our way down towards the Los Angeles area. And you can see we are at a place called the Liberty Sculpture Park. Liberty Park is a base for the promotion of democracy, freedom, and human rights established by the Chinese overseas and a memorial ground for communist victims. Now, the 64 here is not actually a 64, it's a 6-4, marking the date of June 4th, 1989. That is the date that the Chinese Communist government went in to disperse the protest that was happening in Tiananmen Square, where students and other citizens were protesting for freedom. And that is really kind of the gist behind this park and these monuments and what they are for. Here you can see the sculpture of Tank Man behind me. One of the iconic images from the Tiananmen Square protest was the image of a man standing up to a tank. He had simply just some bags of groceries, and he stopped a whole convoy of tanks and wouldn't let them pass for just a few moments. It was really, like I said, an iconic image of what the world had seen, what was going on there in China. Behind me is a statue of Wang. He's one of the leaders of the protests, and he was actually imprisoned for approximately 20 years, I believe it says on the sign, for his role in the Tiananmen Square protests. Because of his harsh treatment, he had all kinds of physical ailments, including going blind, going deaf while he was in prison. But then on June 4th, 2012, he was awarded an award by a foundation of Chinese students that are pro-democracy, and he was given this award because of what he had done there. Well, 2 days later, on June 6, 2012, he was murdered, and they found him hung out of his window in his hospital room because of what he had done. Here appears to be one of the more recent additions. This is in the corner, Free Hong Kong, Revolution Now. This is, I assume, in response to the recent events over the last couple of years in Hong Kong and the way that the communists have taken away the freedoms there. This sign here is for one of the sculptures that used to exist. You can see what remains of it. The sculpture was called the Ccp Virus. I assume that's the Communist Chinese Party virus. They had this sculpture. It looks like it was a head. You can see kind of where it was a human head, a skull, and like a coronavirus that was together. Well, evidently, they said that July 23rd, 2021, terrorists came and set fire to it, and this is what remains of that. Here is the original statue erected at the Liberty Sculpture Park. This is a statue of Crazy Horse. It says that this was erected because Liberty Sculpture Park, manifesting a tacit truth, freedom shall not be dictated by any people. All right, so Aspen, we visited the park. You have fun?
Yeah.
Did you learn anything? What'd you learn?
I learned that freedom's worth fighting for.
Freedom is worth fighting for. It's a pretty neat place and important stuff to learn here. So thanks for coming with me. All right, and we'll see you next time for another adventure on Jason's Life in 5. Bye.